to all our listeners. Unfortunately, even in the 21st century, there are still countries that are dangerous for women. Let's tell you about them. Some countries around the world present serious challenges for women, especially in terms of safety and rights. The assessment of country dangers level for women considers many factors, including levels of violence, discrimination, lack of legal protection, and access to education and health care. First, Afghanistan. Afghanistan often tops lists of the most dangerous countries for women, and it's no different here. After the Taliban came back to power in 2021, the situation sharply worsened. Women face strict restrictions on their rights and freedoms. Many don't have access to education, work, and even medical care without a male escort. In addition, the level of violence against women is very high, and the legal protection are nearly non-existent. Syria. Civil war and political instability in Syria have created extremely dangerous conditions for women, placing it in a second place. Constant military action exposes women to violence from armed groups, including sexual violence and kidnappings. Women in Syria often lack access to medical care and education. Additionally, many are forced to live in refugee camps where conditions also remain difficult and unsafe. Third, Yemen. The situation in Yemen remains critical due to the prolonged conflicts and humanitarian crisis. Women and girls suffer from a lack of food, water, and medical service, especially in rural areas. Domestic violence and gender-based violence levels are so high, and women often cannot obtain legal support. Traditional norms restrict women's rights, and cases of violence are rarely addressed in court. Fourth, India. Although India has a developed economy and a rich culture, but it also remains one of the most dangerous countries for women. Issues like sexual violence, early marriages, difficult accessing education, and employment makes the country unsafe for women. In many cases, a weak legal system and traditional attitudes worsen the situation for women, especially in rural areas where patriarchal values are so strong. Somalia. In Somalia, women often suffer from high levels of violence and discrimination. Cases of sexual violence are frequent, and most of these crimes go unpunished. Social and cultural norms significantly restrict women's rights, including access to education and health care. Women have virtually no legal protection and often becomes victim of armed conflicts. So, in summary, we can say that the danger for women in these countries are explained by a complex combination of factors. Cultural traditions, political instability, military conflicts, and weak legal protection systems. However, the international community and human rights organizations continue to work towards improving conditions for women in these regions by providing humanitarian aid and promoting women's rights on the international stage. Improving the situation requires a comprehensive approach, a long-term strategy aimed at empowering and protecting women in the most challenging conditions. We hope solution to this problem will come as soon as possible. What do you think about it? Share your opinions and thoughts. Goodbye, everyone.